Good day, friends, and thank you for joining me for my Swimming in the Ocean of Consciousness Audiobook 1. I'm the author, Elcio Ebrecht. Allow me to be your guide as together we take a plunge into the ocean of consciousness and I guide you to discovering your magic within. Good day, friends, and welcome to Swimming in the Ocean of Consciousness Audiobook 1. I am Elcio Ebrecht, and I am the author of this book, and I welcome you. It gives me great pleasure to be reading this audiobook for you today. I am a transformational author, a keynote speaker, a holistic life coach, a health and wellness coach. In addition, I am a high-performance tennis and fitness coach, as well as an entrepreneur with a focus and a vision on the sports and wellness industry. This audiobook is simply a short prelude to who I am, the story behind the story of Coach Elcio and my Swimming in the Ocean of Consciousness method. We are currently working on Book 2. Book 2 will be more of a focus on client-based stories that has connections to the growth potential of the mind-body-spirit connection. We call it the Swimming in the Ocean of Consciousness. The connection from self, physical, I am, into the heartfelt emotions and the spiritual draw. Swimming in the Ocean of Consciousness is a connection of who you are physically, who you are mentally, who you are emotionally, and who you are spiritually, all connecting as one. This journey into self, this journey outwards into the depths of the ocean of consciousness, allows you to connect to source. This connection to source is a connection to all of humanity, a connection to all of the earth, and all of this world has to offer. We are, in terms then, this world wrapped into one individual precious being. We are the light, we are the love, we are lighthouses of hope. We each can shine bright, we each can deliver forth a message of love, a message of stability, a message of union, a message of oneness. This oneness comes from source. This source is the ocean of consciousness. Together, by connecting in a higher frequency, we may all rise, we may all transcend, we may all ascend into the connection of source. This will be a process. This process will sometimes seem like the burning fire of the phoenix, the transformational from self to self, from the self that I am physical, I am ego, into the awakening of the mind, the blending of the mind to the heart. This heart is the world of the emotional spool. This is the river that runs wild. This is the stream that flows. This is also the point of connection where we are awakened and we have to then connect to the stream of emotion that flows out to the ocean of consciousness. This draw that pulls us through is a point of where we have to awaken and journey into. Now, at this point, there is a resistance. There is, oh my Lord, I am flowing through life. I am connecting to source, but I am still aware of my physical being, and therefore I don't want to lose touch with that body. And this is the ocean of consciousness in connection to the seashore, in connection to the being that we are upon the shore versus the one that we are when we make a decision to take a plunge into the ocean of consciousness and to be brave enough and courageous enough into swimming in the ocean of consciousness or going into self and exploring through the mind and the heart, the emotions, which are the tides of the ocean, the rising and the falling, the positive and the negative, the in and the out. We are flowing through life. And in this flow, we can become awakened. We can become attuned. We don't lose any part of ourselves. We only gain a greater connection to self. With this greater connection to self is the greater connection to source. This greater connection to source is what I am calling the ocean of consciousness. My purpose is just to introduce you to the ocean of consciousness, to my personal journey into self, to my life experiences, those moments of my life that has been catalysts that allowed me to face the most difficult situations, but to my connection to source from a deeper sense, I was able to transcend, not just to survive, but to thrive as a positive spiritual being that is awakened in the body, allowing all difficulties to simply be experiences. And through those experiences, positive or negative, good or bad, we are able to extract that which is a life lesson, that which is a learning curve that allows us to propel ourselves forward into the next stage. This is the growth process. And in this growth process, we are able to connect to source. We're able to flow. We are able to allow the stillness to become the poetry of our motion. This poetry is the movement of our mind to our emotions, to our passions, to our hearts. This poetry is the movement of our soul, connecting to our bodies. This is the passion. Passion in motion is living your life connected to source, bravely, courageously living from the point of all that you are in this moment, in this single precious moment that we are connected to source. For all that we are is this moment. Yesterday is a gone moment of life, flowing downstream. Tomorrow is just around the corner, that which we reach for, that which we can see. But in this single moment, in this orgasmic moment of life, we can experience all that life has to offer. If only we would stop for a moment in stillness and become aware of that journey, become aware of each breath. For today, we are. I thank you for taking a swim in the ocean of consciousness with me. It gives me great pleasure once more to be able to present to you this audiobook of Swimming in the Ocean of Consciousness, Book 1, the story behind the story of Coach Elcio. Thank you so much and do enjoy. Thank you so much, friends. It was such a pleasure to be able to narrate Swimming in the Ocean of Consciousness, Audiobook 1 for you, the story behind the story of Elcio Ebrecht. Until next time, please remember to tread water lightly and always be kind and loving to self.